Tonight, we celebrate the career of a man who grew up with rock and roll, mastered the art of making music for the TV screen, and then came to dominate the world of the silver screen. Tonight, we salute 40 years of the music of the one and only John Barry.
The 6-5 special steaming down the line. The 6-5 special's right on time. Coal and the boiler burning up bright. Rolling and rocking through the night. My heart's beating, 'cause I'll be meeting.
Now, I can see some of our dancers are getting rather itchy feet, and we can't have that, can we? So let's go over to the bandstand where the John Barry 7 are all set to rock and roll their way through a number called You've Got Away. Take it, boys. Shall we dance?
You've got a way that I need so much. You've got a way with your loving touch. I'm telling you, baby, you've got a way.
Good evening and welcome once again to another session of Jukebox Jerry.
John, I'd like to congratulate you on getting the Music Industry's Trust Award. Much deserved. You really came into my life with a bang in 1959 when you wrote Hit and Miss for the signature tune for Jukebox Jury. There was a time during its 9-year run that we had a new producer, and for some reason or other he decided to change the signature tune. I couldn't believe it, so much so that I had to get on to the then controller, Light Entertainment, Tom Sloan, and say, can he really do this? And he said, no, Hit or Miss is the most essential part of Saturday evening listening. Well, it certainly was. When people heard that tune, they knew very well that the show they wanted to see was on the air. Thanks for your tune, and thanks for all the wonderful music that you've written.
Well, I saw you sitting there so cool, like you just come out from school. Looking such a pretty sight, like a stick of dynamite, sitting on a coffee bar stool. Well, I guess that's a fact, and I never can relax until I've made you.
Hi John, congratulations on winning the Music Industry Trust Award. And I have to say that I don't want to be wise after the event, but I don't think there was hardly anybody that worked with you 40 years ago, because it's our anniversary this year, that didn't believe that you were absolutely destined for what's happened to you. And I can only say that I've been proud to boast about being associated with you all those years ago. Congratulations and God bless you.
John, more than anybody else I know, you have an unerring instinct for what film music should be and what it can achieve, namely to underline and accentuate the original emotions on the screen. And as you remember, our association goes back a very long way. It started on the L-shaped room when Dickie Attenborough and I needed a very short piece of jazz music, and your fixer brought you on the set, and we had our first glimpse of this figure as slim as a pencil, and we told you our requirements, and it seemed that like 5 minutes later you were back with some sheet music and the score, and we used it. And after that, you wrote your first full-length score for me in Seance and the Wet Afternoon, and followed that with scores for The Whisperers, The Wrong Box, King Rat, and most notably, the romance for guitar and orchestra you wrote for Deadfall. I think, more than anybody else, you have this ability to understand what a film director wants, never giving him wall-to-wall music, but always enhancing and in many cases improving what's on the screen. So I'm delighted to be here tonight to add my tribute. Sadly, Dickie Attenborough can't be with us, but wanted me to say the same thing. John, you've always improved my films, so long may you hum a few bars.
John, in 1962, your musical genius created a new style of music that gave James Bond the adrenaline to survive 19 films in 37 years. We're very grateful to you for your enormous contribution to the Bond series. Congratulations on getting the Music Industry's Trust Award tonight, and love to Laurie, who we all know is your biggest supporter.
Ah yes, John Barry, the man that put music to that pesky Mr. Bond.
Now, pay attention, please.
Just a drop in the ocean.
Goldfinger.
Shocking.
He's the man with the Midas touch. Diamonds are forever, forever, forever.
What kept you?
Get down!
You just killed James Bond.
You is ugly.
Oh, monsieur.
A water pistol.
In the world.
It's true.
Diamond up for life.
How's the water?
214.
Is anything the matter?
All the pressure.
Just a slight stiffness coming on.
Hi, I'm Plenty. My name is Pussy Galore.
I must be dreaming.
Stand back, girls.
You've asked for this.
Goodbye, Mr. Bond.
Good afternoon.
Would you mind giving me something to put on?
I'm Alice Cooper, and believe it or not, our music was influenced by John Barry. We saw every James Bond movie. Even when we were doing our hardest rock, we were always listening to Diamonds Are Forever, Goldfinger, and somehow that music seeped its way into our music. And if you really listen, you'll hear little strains of John Barry running through School's Out and $1 Billion Babies, Muscle of Love, a lot of our albums. In fact, we even wrote Man with a Golden Gun with John Barry in mind. And a song called Unfinished Suite has definitely got some John Barry strains in there. So yeah, as much as the Yardbirds and as much as a lot of our other influences, West Side Story to The Who, John Barry was hiding somewhere in our music. So we were influenced and we appreciate him very much. Congratulations on winning the Music Industry Trust Award, and I trust you will handle it well.
John, many congratulations on the Music Industry Trusts Award. And I don't know of any composer, any arranger, any musician more worthy of such an award. I've been privileged to work in a number of films that you have contributed the music for. And all I can say is any actor can only have his performance enhanced by your music behind him. I hope I get to do many more with you before they take me away. But I remember our theme on The Persuaders and, of course, all the Bonds. They were the best, yours. Thank you, John.